As night deepened, the man engaged in a sequence that involved controlled pressure and suspended positioning. At some point,
Oh, hell no, man. What the
That
fuck,
nigga,
man?
nah. You know what's crazy? Imagine dying, and this is how you died. You die with your cock out and your hand on your meat, bruh. And you just hanging. You just, oh my god, bruh. The worst gooner deaths ever. Niggas dying from gooning, bro. How you die from gooning, bro? And you know what's funny? I've actually heard story of like people like dying from gooning. They like have heart attacks from like. There was like one story I heard where a kid like he beat his dick so many times he had a heart attack, like dead ass, bro. Like on some crazy shit, bro. I don't even know how that's How do you? That's the crazy part. How the fuck do you nut 56 times, bro? How is that even possible, bro? What kind of like I don't know, what genes do you got, bro? But I don't know, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the guy that was driving the car, I forgot about that too. He committed, you know what I'm saying? He got clipped by himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he got caught going in a fucking drive-thru or some shit like that. Anyways, let's see what's going on, man.
asphyxiation gooning incident. On June 14th, 1994, a 38-year-old man left his
Asphyxiation.
small home in Asheville, North Carolina. 14th, 1994, a 38-year-old man left his small
38.
home in Asheville, North Carolina, telling his family he was going for an evening walk to clear his mind. He often
Okay.
visited a wooded area behind a local park when he wanted privacy, and the route was familiar enough that no one thought much of it. Clad in casual outdoor clothing and carrying a small backpack, he walked into the tree line just before sunset, disappearing into the dense, quiet forest. As daylight faded, he ventured farther off the main path than usual, eventually
Okay.
stopping in a secluded clearing about 50 yards from the trail. He set down his backpack, removed several personal items, and began preparing a
My boy was trying to do a ritual, bro. This nigga trying to do a ritual, bro, in the middle of the forest. The Diddy oil gooning ritual.
arrangement using a rope tied between two sturdy trees. The setup
What?
appeared practiced, done with deliberate care, suggesting this was not the first time he had been in this spot or engaged in this ritual. As night deepened, the man engaged in a sequence that involved controlled pressure and suspended positioning. At some point,
Oh. That nigga, nah. You know what's crazy? Imagine dying, and this is how you died. You die with your cock out and your hand on your meat, bruh. And you just hanging. You just, oh my god, bruh. What did bro think was gonna fucking happen, bruh?
during the process, however, he shifted his weight incorrectly or misjudged the timing. The rope system, meant to allow controlled release, failed to do so once he lost consciousness. The moment he blacked out, his body became completely unsupported. Without the ability to adjust himself or break free, he remained suspended in a kneeling position, slumped forward and unable to breathe. Hours passed, and the forest remained quiet and
Yo, that probably. I believe in ghosts and shit, right? Like, imagine when that nigga died, and as a ghost, he's looking at his body like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's actually crazy that he died like that, bro. Why though? Like, that's crazy. That's how you know, is like watching, is like beating your dick not enough, bro? Like, you just gotta, I don't know, bro. What kind of fucking ritual is he? It's a ritual, bro. Like,
disturbed. The next afternoon, on June 15th, a
the Skinwalker Gooner.
group of hikers walked along the same trail, taking
Yo, imagine being a hiker. You walk down the trail and you just see a dead nigga hanging, and his hand is on his. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all. It's not funny, bro. It's not funny. But it's just like, bro, what the fuck?
advantage of the warm weather. About half an hour into the hike, one of them noticed something odd. When they moved closer and saw the unmoving posture of the kneeling figure, they realized something was wrong. They immediately called 911. When paramedics arrived, they confirmed he had been dead for many hours. Investigators recognized the pattern as a classic case of accidental death during a private, high-risk solitary act of gooning. The Goon side
That's crazy, bruh. For what, though? What?
incident. On January 8th, 2025, a 27-year-old man named Nautica Malone drove his sedan into the drive.
Oh, I remember this. This is the one that I heard that everybody knows about, bruh. And everybody's like, nah, bruh. That's actually crazy that he did this, though. Bro had a whole family and everything, bruh.
Through lane of Bikini Beans Coffee in Tempe, Arizona, just after 7 a.m. He had left home unusually early that morning, according.
What the fuck? 7 a.m.? 7 a.m., bro.
To his family, saying he needed fresh air and a change of scenery. As he approached the service window, a barista preparing for the morning rush noticed him rolling forward at a slow, measured pace. When he reached the window, she greeted him, expecting a routine order. But within seconds, she realized Nautica had no pants on. She pulled out her phone.
Yo. Our society is so fucked, bro. Is this what we resorting to, bro? We're resorting to just, bro, why can't, bro, this, like I said, bro, this man, he had a whole fucking family, bro. Like,
And began recording the encounter, capturing the man's quiet, vacant expression as he sat behind the wheel. The video lasted only a few seconds before the car eased forward and exited the lane. The clip was shared privately at first, circulating among co-workers, but by late afternoon it had been forwarded again and again until someone uploaded it to social media. Within hours, it was widely circulating across multiple platforms,
Drive-by
captions,
Gooner
jokes, and commentary. Over the next 2 days, Malone withdrew from friends and family. According to relatives, he stayed mostly in his room, leaving only briefly to pick up mail or get water. He ignored calls from co-workers, disabled several of his social media accounts, and stopped responding to messages. His brother later told reporters that the shame and public attention seemed to overwhelm him almost instantly. And on the morning of January 11th, Malone left home quietly. He drove west toward Goodyear, Arizona, taking a long, looping route along the highway, avoiding busier exits. At some point during the drive, he called his brother, but the call went unanswered. When the brother returned the call minutes later, it rang without response. Just after 3 p.m., a passerby walking through a quiet parking area near a small business park noticed a black sedan parked at an odd angle beneath the tree.
God.
The engine was off, and the driver inside appeared completely still. The passerby approached slowly and tapped on the window, but there was no movement. Alarmed, they dialed 911 and reported an unresponsive person in a vehicle. Police and paramedics arrived within minutes. After forcing the door open, responders determined Malone had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound with the
that was the one thing I didn't know. Like, I didn't know how he died. Like, I knew it was, so shoe size, right? Shoe size, right? But I didn't know how he did it. He pulled out the gun. Okay.
The estimated time of death several hours earlier. A firearm was recovered inside the vehicle. On his phone, officers found a short message addressed to his family, written earlier that morning, apologizing for the pain he felt he had caused them. The falling Gooner incident.
That's actually really sad, bro. Bro got so embarrassed. He was like, bro, that's crazy, bro. The fallen Gooner.
On March 18th, 2011, a 32-year-old man returned to his small
2011 again?
Milwaukee studio apartment after a long work shift. He dropped his keys on the counter, turned on his TV for background noise, and headed straight for the bathroom. A few minutes later, he decided he wanted to goon. He brought a small stool from the living room and placed it beside the bathtub. He propped his phone upright against a shampoo bottle, playing a video he wanted to goon to. Based on the coroner's office reconstruction, he climbed onto the small stool so he could goon in a certain position, but the stool wasn't stable on the slippery bathroom tiles. While he was in action, the stool suddenly slid out from under him. He lost his balance instantly. He fell backward, hitting his head hard on the edge of the bathtub, and was knocked unconscious immediately, with no...
Oh, nah. Yo. Like, this has got to be embarrassing, bro. Like, it's just got. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. I'm being dead serious. It's got to be hella embarrassing, bro. Like, that's how you die, bro. Like,
one else in the apartment to help him. He stayed on the floor without ever waking up. When he didn't show up for work the next morning, his co-workers requested a welfare check. The landlord entered the apartment and found the scene unchanged. The phone still playing, the stool overturned.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Paramedics were called to the scene and they confirmed he had died from a head injury caused by the fall. The latter incident. On June 11th, 2019, a 38...
See, that's why when you goon, you gotta be careful, bro. Like, you just gotta be careful, bro. Do it, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many places you could goon, you know, where you eat. I don't know, it's so crazy. Like, just gooning by itself isn't enough. You have to stand on a stool or do it in public just to, like, just to feel something, bro. Like, it's actually really sad, bro. 38-year-old
man in rural Oregon carried
a
ladder behind his house and placed it against a tall pine tree at the edge of his property. He often climbed the tree to get cell reception, and neighbors later reported that he had a habit of spending long periods alone outdoors.
Oh my god.
That afternoon, he set up the ladder in a secluded spot and climbed roughly 15 feet up, settling on a sturdy branch. He began engaging in gooning while seated on the branch.
Bro. Is he dry palming that shit though? Like no lotion or nothing, bro?
believing he was out of sight and in complete
Yo.
solitude. As the minutes passed, he shifted his weight repeatedly, bracing his foot against the tree trunk while using the other to maintain balance. The branch beneath him was stable, but the ladder he had climbed was not properly secured. At some point during his activity, his movement caused the ladder to tilt backward. Startled, he reached instinctively toward it, losing his balance on the branch in the process. Within seconds, he tumbled together with the ladder down the slope beneath the tree, striking the ground chest first. A hiker on a nearby trail heard the crash and discovered him unconscious beside the flattened ladder. Emergency services were called immediately, but despite resuscitation efforts, he was pronounced dead at the scene from blunt force trauma to the thorax, including multiple fractured ribs and cardiac injury. During the investigation, police found his phone, open browser
Mia Khalifa
tabs, and physical evidence confirming.
Bro, imagine being Mia Khalifa and you find out one of your gooners like that watch your video and like be gooning this shit like died to your video, bro. Do you know how diabolical that is, bro?
He had been engaging in solitary sexual activity moments before the fall. The D-cut incident. On July 14th, 2016,
D-cut
a 45-year-old man
incident?
returned to his small...
Bro, notice how these people are older, like in their 40s and shit. Oh, I guess there was one guy that was like 27, but like
apartment in
still.
Eastern Europe after a day of running errands. He set down his bags, turned on a small radio for background noise.
Like, bro, like people aren't like satisfied enough, so they gotta like do all the extra shit just to goon, bro, just to feel good, bro. Like, it's crazy,
and
bro.
made his way to the bedroom. He retrieved a homemade metal device he had been experimenting with and brought it to the bed, arranging it carefully for use. Based on investigators' reconstruction, he attempted to use the device while sitting on the edge of the bed. The device was unstable. And one of the metal parts suddenly...
I know what that one of them is.
Snapped under pressure. The broken piece caused a deep cut to his groin. He tried to stop the bleeding, but the wound was severe and involved a major blood vessel. Alone in the apartment, he was unable to get help or call emergency services. Within minutes, he lost consciousness due to rapid blood loss. When he didn't respond to friends who visited later that evening, a welfare check was requested. Authorities entered the apartment and found the scene unchanged.
Yo, what kind of I know. What is it? Is it a pocket? I'm gonna call it pocket. I'm gonna call it a hot pocket, right? Hot pocket. You know what I'm saying? What kind of hot pocket is that, bruh? Like, where did you get that shit from?
Device broken, and the man lying unconscious on the bed where
That's
he had been
crazy.
attempting to use the device. Paramedics confirmed that he had died from hemorrhagic shock caused by the laceration. The obsessed Gooner incident. On October 14th, 2020, a 33-year-old man woke up in his small apartment in the city. His nights had become sleepless, spent scrolling through videos and live streams of a single adult performer he believed was secretly communicating with him. To him, every post, every...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro got obsessed with the AI girl, bro.
Every glance at the camera was a coded message meant only for him. Investigators later found that he had stopped going to work, cut of his friends and family, and had isolated...
Bro, to be so obsessed with shit like that to the point with, like, you just ignore your family and shit like that is so insane to me, bro. You know, like, jeez, dude.
Himself almost entirely. Notes, screenshots, and printed messages littered his apartment.
Motherfucker is Hannibal Lecter, the Gooner.
All meticulously annotated with
Gooner
interpretations of the performer's signals. Over time, his fixation had escalated. He convinced himself that he needed to meet her in person to prove his loyalty. That morning, he packed a backpack with essentials, including a handwritten letter and several printed screenshots, and left his apartment. He traveled...
What is bro doing? What are you doing? Like, what do you mean, bro? Oh my god, bro. Bro became parasocial, bro.
By public transit to the city where he believed she was filming, following directions pieced together from interviews and online posts. For hours, he wandered near the area, checking security cameras and rehearsing.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck you gonna do? Wait. What is he gonna do once he gets there? What is he gonna do?
What he would say. He refused to contact anyone for help, believing that any interference would ruin everything. As evening approached, he attempted to climb a fire escape to get a closer look at the studio where he believed she was working. Surveillance...
That's so creepy, bruh. Like, you're basically, like, stalking her, bruh.
Footage later showed him pause midway, hesitate, then lose his footing. Emergency responders arrived too late. He was already dead. The medical examiner ruled the death an accidental fall, noting that exhaustion, sleep deprivation, and distraction from obsessive fixation had contributed to his fall. Law enforcement later
Bro got so horny, bro. He fell over, bro.
Confirmed that the adult performer had no knowledge of his existence, had never
Wait, there's a Gooner video part 2. Should I watch that? Should I watch the Gooner video part 2? You know what? Fuck it. I'll watch it, bruh.
The Valentine incident. On
Okay.
February 14th, 2000.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, when you really think about it, it's so crazy. Like, people actually die like this, bro. Like, this isn't like, why though? It's like, why though? Like, why though, bro?
2014 on Valentine's Day, a man in Bloemfontein, South Africa, was reportedly alone inside his apartment for most of the day. According to local accounts that later spread widely online, he had taken the day off and remained indoors without contact with friends or family. Throughout the afternoon and into the evening, he repeatedly engaged in gooning while isolated in his residence. By nightfall, he had allegedly masturbated 62 times over...
Dude. Like, after, like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Here, I'll go back for y'all. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm cooked, bro. I'm sorry, bro. You know, you can hear it. You can hear it, though. You can hear
widely
it.
online, he had taken the day off and remained indoors without contact with friends or family.
Yep.
Throughout the afternoon and into the evening, he repeatedly engaged in gooning while isolated in his residence. By nightfall, he had allegedly masturbated 62 times over the course of the
bro was counting, bro. Crazy.
day. Neighbors later stated they had not seen him leave the apartment, and phone calls to his number went unanswered.
How do you even, like, bro, like, after, like, let's say, like, oh, this is so awkward to talk about, bro. Because it's like, you can't just, like, bro, eventually it just gets uncomfortable, bro. Like, you're just gooning so much to the point where it's like, does anything come out anymore? Like, is it, I don't know. Is it just like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Concern grew when relatives were unable to reach him later that evening. After attempts to make contact failed, he was discovered unresponsive inside the apartment. Emergency medical services were called to the scene, but
he probably had a heart attack, huh?
He showed no signs of recovery and was pronounced dead. Preliminary reports attributed the death to cardiac arrest following extreme physical exertion. Medical professionals noted that intense and repeated
Yo. That nigga was forcing himself to bust, bro. Nigga was forcing himself to fucking bust, bro.
Sexual activity can significantly elevate heart rate and blood pressure, particularly in individuals with undiagnosed cardiovascular conditions. The carrot incident. On an ordinary evening, a 40-year-old woman entered her bedroom, closing the door.
Oh my god, bro. There's no fucking way, bro. Am I thinking what I'm thinking, bro? Nah, bro. She got a carrot stuck in her shit, bro. That's crazy,
Or
bro.
behind her. She moved with quiet focus, retrieving a big carrot from the kitchen. She lay back on the bed and started using the carrot to goon. After
oh my
a few
god, oh my god, oh my gosh, bro. What?
An unexpected event occurred. A fatal air embolism formed in her. She gasped, a shudder ran through her body, and then all motion ceased. Alone and vulnerable, she collapsed onto the bed, unconscious. Hours later, family members noticed her absence from normal household activity. Concerned, they entered the bedroom to check on her and found her completely unresponsive. Paramedics were called immediately, but there was nothing they could do. She was pronounced dead on the...
Dude. Yo, like, it's crazy how you can just, like Goon. I mean, like, she did use a carrot. I don't know why the fuck she used a carrot out of all things, bruh. I don't know why she used a carrot, bruh. But, like, that's so weird, bruh. Hey, women watch this, bruh. Like, have y'all ever used, like, a fruit or, like, a vegetable to, like, What the fuck am I talking about, bruh?
The investigation revealed that the cause of death was a rare, tragic air embolism, triggered by the insertion of the carrot during her self-stimulation. No foul play was involved. The incident became noted as an extremely unusual but documented medical case. The Christmas tree incident.
Okay, so all women out there, to all the women out there, don't use carrots to goon.
December 18th, 2009, a 42-year-old man was alone inside his apartment in a small city in Germany.
It's crazy because a lot of these people are older, though. Like, they're a lot older. Like, it's so crazy that they're a lot older. So it's like, oh my gosh, bruh. Oh my gosh, bruh.
He had recently decorated his living room for the holiday.
So they gotta be like, they're probably single, alone. You know, like, they don't got a girl or nothing like that, so they just be, oh my gosh, dude, what the fuck? 4 Christmas trees?
Installing a string of electric Christmas tree lights connected to a standard wall outlet. Neighbors later reported that they saw his apartment illuminated late into the evening. According to the...
That bitch was a raid,
Subsequent
bruh.
investigation, the man began engaging in gooning while alone. At some point, he clamped a string of plugged-in Christmas lights to his nipples. During
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude, bro. It's just like, why though? It's like, why though? Like, I get it. Like, normal gooning isn't enough after a while, but like, you resort to this, my boy. Like, what are we doing, bro? Best case, you could have gotten like a hot pocket or some
the
shit,
course of
bruh.
the activity,
I'm not talking about an actual hot pocket. You know what kind of hot pocket I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know the little, you know what I'm saying? It's a flashlight.
electrical current passed through his body. Within seconds, the electrical
Like at that point, like you don't need you don't need nothing else than that, bro. Like you don't need like nigga shocking himself, bro. Like bro shocking himself just a nut, bro.
shock disrupted the normal rhythm of his heart. There were signs of sudden collapse near the seating area of the living room, but no emergency call was placed. The following
Damn.
morning, after he failed to report to work and did not respond to calls, a concerned relative contacted authorities. Police entered the apartment and found him unresponsive. Emergency services confirmed his death at the scene. A post-mortem examination determined the cause of death to be cardiac arrhythmia due to electrocution. The toy incident. On November
Dude.
2025, a 22-year-old woman
Oh, this is recent. November 25th. This was a few months
in
ago.
Roysambu, Kenya, retired to her bedroom
Well, at least it's not all in America, you know. Some of these are in like other countries. That's cool.
closing the door behind her. She retrieved a vibrating toy device and began
Okay.
using it, fully absorbed in the sensations, unaware of the danger that would soon unfold. Moments later, a sudden loud
Wow.
pop rang out from the device like an electrical surge from a malfunctioning mechanism. The sound startled her briefly, but she refused to let the toy go.
Oh my god. Yo, this is insane, bro. I have no comment, bro. But like, how was she? It's not even like this woman here. It's not even her fault though. Like it's just the machine malfunction. She was just so locked in. Like she just couldn't stop. She just had to keep going, bro.
Go. A few seconds later, the electrical current coursed through her body, leaving her tense, then
Oh.
motionless. Neighbors, hearing the strange, loud noise, knocked on the door. When there was no response, they alerted emergency services. Paramedics arrived and found her unresponsive with the device still in place. Despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead at the scene from electrocution, and the investigation concluded that the death was caused by a malfunctioning electrical sex toy. The 72
Damn,
Acts.
bruh.
On April 12, 2006, a 17-year-old male student from a small town in Uttar Pradesh, India, was found deceased in his family's modest home. He had reportedly told a close friend the previous day of his intention to engage in gooning 74 times consecutively, a goal
Right, nigga doing Guinness World Record on gooning, bro. 72, bro. Like, bro, what? Why do you need to goon 72 fucking times, bro? That's
he
crazy.
framed as a test of physical endurance and self-discipline. On the morning of the incident, his parents left for work at a local textile mill, leaving him home alone to study for his upcoming exams. He retreated to his small room, closing the wooden door behind him. Hours passed. He continued his gooning, pushing past normal physical limits. By the time his mother returned home in the early evening, the house was silent. She found his door still closed, and after receiving no response, she forced it open. He was lying on his cot, unresponsive and visibly distressed in his final moments. A neighbor with a motorcycle rushed him to the nearest clinic, but the doctor could only pronounce him dead on arrival. Local
Damn.
authorities were notified, and an initial police report documented the circumstances based on the friend's testimony and the family's account. The death was attributed to cardiac arrest, brought on by extreme physical exertion and dehydration. The
Oh, man, bro.
Reverend who gooned. On June 24, 2007,
The Reverend who good.
a 51-year-old Baptist minister named Reverend Gary Aldridge, known for
Okay.
his energetic leadership and his role in growing Thorrington Road Baptist Church from a small
Okay.
congregation to over 300 members, suddenly failed
Nice.
to attend normal morning services. When the popular religious
Oh my gosh, dude. That nigga got so horny, bro. He forgot about the service, bro. He forgot to do a
leader
sermon.
did not appear in the pulpit, concern grew quickly among the congregation. A church member and a Montgomery police officer went to his residence in East Montgomery to check on his welfare. Around
Okay.
10 a.m., they entered the home and discovered Reverend Aldridge unresponsive with dildo in his anus covered with a
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. And it's crazy because these We all know how some of these priests be. They be messing. They be wanting to be messing with like little boys and little girls and shit with they weird ass. They be.
Condom. Paramedics were
That's
called, but he was
crazy.
pronounced dead at the scene. During the subsequent medical examination, authorities determined the cause of death was accidental mechanical asphyxia. The autopsy revealed that the minister had died alone while pleasuring himself. Reports from the Montgomery Advertiser and later the Smoking Gun noted he was found in an elaborate
Bro.
state of bondage, wearing multiple layers of specialized gear including 2 wetsuits, a face mask, diving gloves.
Oh my god. Yo, imagine you go to church and you find out that your pastor is freaked the fuck out, bruh. Taking dildos up the ass, bruh.
Slippers, rubberized underwear, 2 ties, 5 belts, and 11 straps.
Damn. Bro, for what though?
The head incident. On February 16, 1899, a 58-year-old French statesman named Félix Faure concluded his afternoon duties as the president of France. After a series of tense political meetings, he retired to a private drawing room, expecting a brief reprieve from
Bruh, being a political leader and dying of gooning is fucking crazy,
the pressures
bruh.
of office. Late that afternoon, he had requested the company of a frequent visitor to the palace, a 30-year-old Parisian socialite named Marguerite Steinheil. Servants and palace aides remained nearby, accustomed to the president's routine of private consultations. Shortly after they were alone, frantics start giving the president some head. After a few minutes, the quiet of the drawing room was suddenly broken by frantic cries for help. When staff rushed into the room, they found the president collapsed on a sofa, struggling for breath and slipping into unconsciousness.
This old ass
Despite the
nigga,
efforts of his
bruh.
doctors,
Yo, that nigga died smiling, bruh. Nigga busted so hard he fucking died, bruh.
President Faure showed no further signs of recovery. He was
What?
pronounced dead at the palace just a few hours later. During the medical examination,
Imagine what they gotta cover it up. Like, oh, he was assassinated, you know, like some shit like that. Nigga, there's no way, bruh. If I ever die like this as the president, bro, I'm covering that shit up, bruh. None of you niggas are fucking knowing.
authorities determined that the
There's
cause of
no
death
way.
was a massive cerebral hemorrhage or stroke. The chicken coop
Nigga busted so hard he had a stroke.
incident. On June 27, 2013, a 53-year-old man
chicken
surnamed
coop.
Liu concluded his evening in a quiet village in eastern China. Liu was regarded by his neighbors as a reserved and private individual who lived a solitary existence in a modest home. On one morning, neighbors noticed a lack of activity at his residence. By the afternoon, when Liu had still not appeared to tend to his property, a group of villagers became concerned and decided to check on him. They found his front door unlocked and entered the home, which was quiet and appeared to be in order. However, upon entering his bedroom, they found his computer still running, with the screen displaying explicit adult content that had been playing for hours. The search led them to the backyard, where they made a grim discovery. Liu was...
What the fuck? Bro, that nigga freaked out, bro. That nigga was in the chicken coop.
found unresponsive and completely naked inside a small chicken coop situated just outside his bedroom window.
Bro, why though? Why the chicken coop?
Local authorities were immediately summoned to the scene. During the medical examination, forensic experts reconstructed the final moments of Liu's life. They determined that he was so excited by the porno that for some reason, he went out to the chicken coop to goon. The combination of his significantly elevated heart rate and the sharp drop in temperature outside created a severe physical strain. The official report concluded that the death was a result of natural causes brought on by acute physical overexertion in a cold environment. The beach incident. On July 1st, 2021.
That's crazy. Nigga died gooning in a fucking chicken coop, bruh. What the fuck is... Yo, what is wrong with niggas, bruh? What is wrong with y'all? 2021, July.
A 34-year-old woman named Christina Revels Glick was arrested on a Tybee Island beach in Georgia after onlookers reported her engaging in gooning.
Oh, I heard about this one. I actually heard about this one. Yeah, she would go out to the beach to goon, bruh. Like, just out in the beach. Like, she would just go out there to goon, bruh. It's crazy.
A sex toy. She appeared visibly distressed as officers confronted her. After initially denying the act, she admitted she had used the device for roughly 20 seconds because she was feeling stressed, expressing deep remorse to the officers as they escorted her away.
Yeah, there's a whole video of it, too. That's so crazy, bro. Like, get a tent, nigga. Like, go get a tent, bruh. You know what I mean?
In the months following the incident, after the body cam video went viral.
Yeah, that's her. I remember this. That was her, huh? Wait, did she end herself though? I heard though.
Revels reportedly struggled with a downward spiral involving drugs and alcohol. The following spring, after she failed to make a rent payment, her landlady grew concerned and went to check on her well-being. Upon entering the residence, the landlady discovered Revels unresponsive in her home. Authorities were immediately contacted to perform a check of the scene. Investigators found no evidence of a struggle or foul play. During the medical examination, the coroner determined that the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head, occurring on March
It's crazy, bro.
31st, 2022, approximately 8 months after her arrest. If you like this video and want to suggest...
That's crazy, bro. Like, oh man, dude. All because, like, bro, dying because you goon too much. What the fuck is wrong with my camera? Yo, what is my camera, bro? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. What the fuck? I mean, I ain't used the full camera shit this entire video, so we good. But anyways, like, bro, like, dying from gooning, like that has to be embarrassing though. Like, at the end of the day, you know, like, yeah, there are cases that like they ended themselves, which is still very sad that they did that. Like, it's like, bro, they ain't even like, look, like, you got caught gooning, but like, bro, just don't do that shit again, bro. Like, we could really not give a fuck. Just don't do it in public, bro. Do it at home, you know. But, you know, like that last story said, because she went on drugs and then her life down spiraled, and then, you know. Yeah, man. I mean, it's that's crazy, bro. Like, then there's the guy that drove up to the drive-through, and then he did, you know what I'm saying? Yep, gunshot, right? Hey, man, bro. I hope y'all have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta say, bro, is if you gonna goon, bro, just be careful, bro. Be careful with what you use. Be careful of, you know, of your surroundings, right? Like, and like, there is such a thing. It's called gooning too much, my nigga. You know, that's a thing, bro. You know, like. But anyways, I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, and good night, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.